How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the Ultimate Game Room. And this is your host and creator, Jason Dixon, logging on. And this is September, which means it's also back to school month. And later on it'll be fall. Well, I'm going to be doing an educational game, or play educational software. Well, it's kind of a game too, but for this episode. As you can see, and as you notice in the background, there's a small screensaver going off, which is the fish tank with 256 colors in the background. That's from Windows 3X or 3.1. Now let me go full screen. There we go. You see a bigger picture here. It's not by it's actually by wide full screen, that is. Not that regular resolution from back then. As you can see, my camera is over part of the fish tank, along with the game I'm going to be showing in a few minutes. Pretty cool. Yeah, the screensaver is from the After Dark, which is a thing of screensavers from back in the day. Okay, what type of educational game I'm going to be doing for this episode? Well, it will be a typing class. Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing. Now, the way I remember Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing was back in 2003 and 4. Well, my mom used to use this program for typing to get better typing skills. When I got my first personal computer back in 2004, of course, we had Windows XP on our systems, and I also decided to get a copy of Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing so I can practice typing skills from my own, just in case for future jobs. And it did the job for me too, and I actually had fun with that program. I'm obviously not going to be revisiting that version that was on the Windows XP for this episode, since I don't have Windows XP OS installed on the PC emulator, at least not yet. What I'm going to be doing for this episode is doing Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing Volume 3 that was released in 1994, that runs on Windows 3X. Now, as you notice, the cover right there is actually the very first Mavis Beacon from 1987, which was a successful typing program for its time. Especially, it kept going on to be this most successful typing program. It kept getting better. And Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing Volume 3 uses the same cover, almost the same cover as the one from the first program from 87. So that's why I have this one on here. You know, I actually did have a good experience with typing program back on the Windows XP. Now, the program from back in 2004, I had much good experience with typing. And it helped me improve my typing skills more for accuracy and for timing. Well, accuracy before timing. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be revisiting the game anytime soon, but eventually will. So I'm going back to practically where it started. Well, almost started. Well, with version 3, which is 10 years back from the program that I was more familiar with. And what can you say? I am pretty curious of how things started. And now here's one thing I thought back in the day. I thought Mavis Beacon was a real person, a real teacher. But it turned out it was a marketing ploy. I wouldn't say they're trying to purposely deceive you into getting their product. No, the product is still worth it regardless. And sometimes I trust AIs than I do real people. And I got to thinking, if Mavis Beacon doesn't exist, then who's the lady on the cover? Or should I say, each lady on different cover. Well, they're actually each models that are actually getting paid to actually advertise for the project, to advertise for the product. Of course, the first one was back in 1987, who was on the cover for years. Then they changed their model eventually. The first model already has a name, and I don't remember her name though. But however, Lazy Game Review did an episode on Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing, which was the first game from 1987, and Clint explained about everything and who the model is for the first game. And I've been showing footage from the first program. Now, I don't have the version 2 program set up, so I'm not sure how that one is. So we're going to skip to version 3, which actually is more of an improvement. Anyway, let's play the game. Software Toolworks behind this one. Same people who did Star Wars Chess and the earlier Chess Master games. Okay, I can't hear what she's saying because the music's going too loud. Alright, shut up. No, not you. Music. Turn the music on. I'll meet Mavis right now.
Welcome to the guided tour. This will briefly take you through typing class and show you everything you need to get around. At any time, you may press escape to leave the tour.
Nice for Mavis to give us a tour.
By enrolling in class.
If optional.
When you begin each session, you must first. Do you want to leave?
Yes.
To start taking lessons, select Log In. For help on getting started, select New User Help. And for a guided tour, select Meet Mavis.
Yeah, the reason why I chose Meet Mavis during the meet so I could shut that damn music off. And annoying. Especially when I can't hear her speak. She was speaking through it, and I can't hear the music. I can't hear what she's saying because of the music. Of course, this program was released in 1994 by Software Toolworks. Yeah, the feature programs were done by Broderbund. People were behind What in the World's Carmen Sandiego games, which are definitely learning games I would like to get back into. Especially as detective ones. I have fond memories of that during middle school days when I had free time. Well, anyway, let's log in.
Select your name from the list and then choose OK. If your name is not listed, select New User to introduce yourself, or select Browser if you are just visiting. Hello, are you ready to start your lessons?
Yes, please. Alright. You have an option of last suggestion, first suggestion, make a lesson, new suggestion, something else, take suggestion. We'll take suggestion. This is where I'm currently at right now. Oops. The Lights Followers Idiot. Appropriate name for the class. Just to remember one thing, accuracy is more important than speed. Speed is also recommended though, but accuracy comes first. Shit. Well, I probably shouldn't say that if you were in an actual classroom. Tell you one thing. These AI teachers are better than half of the teachers or educators I dealt with. Well, some of them though, not all of them. I'm pretty sure the AI teachers, especially back then, are a lot better than what they're dealing with. What many of the young Gen Z dealing with today. Yeah, I know. The more I talk, the more. Keep. I don't have a proper setup for this keyboards or layout because my keyboard's nearly at the end of the. Oh, God! Just a minute. I'm sorry. Because my keyboard's nearly at the end of the edge of the computer desk, and I have and it's hooked up to my laptop. I don't have a proper computer desk right now though, because I'm planning on moving out eventually, and I decided to give pretty much my previous setup to my nephew just to get him started. I mean, it did that ever since he moved in, so I was planning on getting a new computer anyway. Which I got myself a laptop, a good enough one to get me to hold me over as of now. If I'm going to continue living here, I probably might get a powerful one just for up here purposes. I don't have too much room for like a desktop or anything as of now. Would like to get a new desktop eventually. Hopefully. Yeah.
Good. You did well on that lesson.
Really? Okay. You know, I did I actually know how got a lot of practice in during the XP days. Just haven't been getting a whole lot of practice these days, though. One thing what's interesting about these programs, they will also have some mini games as well too for typing. Special type of games when typing. Shit. Oops. So at least there's still some type of fun added to the game. Yeah, one thing I like about the XP one, they actually had easy listening to music during class. Of course, you can change the music too, and they actually have fun mini games. Sega! Oh, wait a minute, that's a Q. C'est quoi? Almost eek. Almost, those are the same words as hawk. Ah, damn it, I get mixed up with the Q and the G sometimes. Popular? Popular. Our folk. Shit. If I had a better position, I would probably do better at typing. But right now, I don't exactly. Plus, I didn't put enough practice in, so.
Good job.
And me
Are you ready
yapping
for
my
the next
gums, which
lesson?
is what I do. Okay, now we're going to the circus. All right. No, I'm not. No, I'm going to be as a guest. Under the big top before the circus begins, type the letters that appears, and members of the crowd will turn their cards to reveal circus pictures. It is okay to exercise. Begin exercise. Okay. No, no, no. Be funny if Doink.
Did well on that lesson.
14 errors. Yep. That'd be funny if Doink the Clown showed up, though. Well, anyway, that was Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing 3. And I actually prefer the one that's on the Windows XP more, which I'll get to eventually. However, any Mavis Beacon typing program that works is definitely recommended if you're into typing, and definitely will help you on your typing skills if you put a little heart into it. In the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. I will try to come up with another educational episode on my channel this month. Now I'm going to come up with let's go back. Now let's log out.
Select your name from the list and then choose OK. To start taking lessons, select Log In. For help on getting started, select New User Help.
Alright.
And for a guided tour, select Meet Mavis.
Alright, that was Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing, version 3. I prefer the one that was playing on XP years ago. I'll get to that one eventually once I get the operating system and emulation installed. In the meantime, any Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing, whatever program you have it on, is definitely recommended for if you want to learn how to type better. And it's fun too. As of now, I'm going to call it an episode. However, there are other educational programs that I actually have installed on my Windows 3. On my Windows 3X, so I'll definitely come up with another one of it soon. So, and I also am working on an actual episode that's going to be out sometime this month. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all very much for watching and listening. This is Dixon of the Ultimate Game Room, logging out.
Do you want to leave typing class?
Yes, Miss Beacon. Thank you very much. Eventually, I'll revisit the 2004 program too. I'm also going to be looking for another educational game that I will be getting around doing as a Let's Play. I am working on an educational game project for an actual game story and review. I might run into some other educational games by random. Well, in the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. This is Dixon, the Ultimate Gamer. I'm logging off. I already just said that. Seriously this time.